kind of interesting how we can go through these seasons where like you look in the mirror and you be like really loving yourself. You're like, damn, look at me, look at my hair. Oh, you feeling good in your body, you expressing yourself. Everything is just tuned in, going just right. Then a new season hits and it's like, boom. For some reason, the talk with yourself is unfortunate. You're getting negative. You look in the mirror, all you can see is imperfections and flaws, and you're going down a spiral. And it's like, what happened to that love that you built for yourself? What I've learned in life is a lot of things just aren't linear, you understand? Like the love we have with ourselves, or like the relationship you have with God. Some seasons it's gonna be so good. Next season it's like there's anger and resentment there. I feel like some of us are there right now. You know, you're waking up, you're not speaking to yourself properly. Stop that. I'm gonna make you some tea to soothe all of that, and we're gonna rebuild. We're gonna build a stronger foundation. Again, now I got the roasted coconut chai, high grade tea. We got the black tea, you know, that's gonna bring that fierce energy back into you. We got the black pepper, a little spice in our step, and we got the ginger to fight off all the negativity. It smells good. It happens to all of us though, right? Like, it's just a relationship with ourselves. It's like, you ever get fed up with yourself? Like some seasons you're just like not that into yourself. You're just like kind of over it. Or maybe you're just over your environment or where you've been. Maybe you feel like you've been stagnant for a while, like real idle. It's like you just need something different to happen in life. Oh yeah, that smells good. You know, over here at the #1 chill spot on the internet, when we chilling in the crib, we always got the high grade for you. We're gonna do something about that self-love. It's taking a bruise, but you know, I got you. We're in this together, always. Now, what kind of teapot are we gonna use today? You know, we got selections, we got options. We just got the classic glass. You know, we got this beauty. We also have this one that is very similar, but a little bit more classic. You know, this one's extra. I'm not really feeling to be extra today. Move that one to the side. Not today. I'm gonna do this one. You know why? I haven't used this one yet. So we're gonna break it in together. I realize like self-love, or like even like a relationship with God, it's not a single act. It's not like you pray once, or it's not like you tell yourself you love yourself once and it's like boom, there you go, you love yourself. You actually have to build it, you know, like love is built, you know, it requires a consistent effort. And I think sometimes we may get to a good space in life and then we stop kind of like doing that work, you know, putting in the effort, just like a relationship, you know, sometimes you just like get complacent. But when it comes to ourselves, it's like everything we do starts from here, the epicenter, right? Like if you're a creator, I believe good content starts offline. So if you want good content, if you want it to feel good, it starts here, right? It starts with nurturing ourselves. But it's truly like building a home, right? Like every home has a strong foundation, but when you start to build a home, it's not like once you lay that brick, you have a home. It's not like once you even, you know, put the cement down or, you know, put up one wall, you have a home. Not yet. You're still constructing. Like you may go through days and seasons and you're just like, why don't I feel good in my body? Like what's wrong with me? Not realizing you're building a home. You're building your love up. You're just not quite at a place yet where you feel like you're home, but it doesn't mean that you're not doing the work. It doesn't mean that you're not making progress, right? I always talk about bamboo growth, right? 6 years underground, bamboo grows its roots, gets strong, and then the last year, boom, it just sprouts up as beautiful and strong as can be. Sometimes we go through things in life, like very hard things, and we get knocked down, you know? A loved one may pass, you may lose a job, everything changes. Sometimes it feels like truly when it rains, it pours, and you're just like, why universe, why me? But what I've learned is new lows always produce new highs, and they're definitely opportunities. Building our love, designing our love for ourselves, it takes time, it takes energy, and really it takes persistence. Okay, I'm gonna pour in, I want you, so every single morning while I'm pouring my tea, there's a couple of different things I do. One's a gratitude practice. The other one is I just pick one, two, three things I love about myself. Like, even if I'm not really feeling myself that day, one to three things that I love about myself. So I want you to do this with me. I don't care if it sounds corny and cliche. Sometimes the corniest cliche things are the most powerful things you understand here at the number one chill spot. That's really just me and you. Nobody's watching. So you're going to pick one thing you love about yourself. I'm going to pick one thing I love about myself. Something I love about myself is that I'm very resilient. You know, like if I get knocked down, I'll get back up. I know that. It may take time. You know, I love how I can put a lot of things on pause and take care of myself and really start to focus when I need to. What do you love about yourself? Oh, yeah, that smells good. That smells good. You know what it needs? It needs something. I think this needs some dried orange peel. Sometimes in life, you realize something's missing, and all you gotta do is fill the void, right? So this dried orange peel is actually amazing. So good. We're gonna let that steep for a second. First things first, like you have to identify if like you're not where you used to be, like the relationship with yourself. If you're looking in the mirror or you just have a lot more negative self-talk, you're waking up with disbelief, you gotta identify that and be like, hey, there's a problem here. Just like if you had a friend that wasn't speaking to you right consistently, you check them. You'd be like, yo, don't talk to me like that. Respect me. What's going on? I ain't treat you no way. Same thing goes with ourselves. If we find ourselves in this cycle, we need to be aware, identify it, and then root ourselves in solutions. We have to rebuild, and this literally just takes daily practices, day in and day out. Now, again, sometimes we find ourselves in these unfortunate situations and we have to get proactive, no matter how corny or cliche the practices are. Now, there's this one practice that I actually like by Mel Robbins, and when she talked about it, I was kind of like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not doing that. But I tried it anyways out of curiosity. It just wasn't, you know. And she talks about like the high five thing. You know, you go in the mirror in the morning, you look at yourself, you give yourself a high five. Cheesy, I know, but it works. So every morning, you know, I wake up, I give myself this high five. I'm like, pow. Good going, good job, HINDZ. I'm proud of you. And it actually creates like this dopamine effect where you wake up and you start off on a good track. I come downstairs, I make my tea. Let's check on our tea. Yeah, we still need about 1 more minute. I want that to steep. But I make a tea, I go through like a gratitude practice as I'm pouring, 3 things I love about myself and 3 things that I am proud of, you know, past or present. After that, I do my morning pages, just, you know, quickly write Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, get all the negative thoughts or get my ideas out on paper. Then I go for a walk, come back, a little meditation, breath work, prayer type of vibes. Not too long, 10, 15 minutes, just nurture myself. And then I get into some writing, you know, for my podcast or for my content. Now, this practice is just really like an hour, hour and a half, but it's like, I find every single day, it just gives me this beautiful foundation, right? And I catch myself. If I start to step into disbelief or pressure, or I'm meditating on past regrets or worries of the future, it's like this practice in the morning, it's like, no. We are going to produce the right soil. The other day I was driving and I started like critiquing myself, and then I stopped myself, just like I would stop a friend if they were dissing me for no reason. I was like, no, we're not accepting that type of talk no more. That's not what we're doing. No. We're loving ourselves this season. We're finding our beauty, our strength. We're recognizing our gifts. We're not comparing ourselves. No, we're nurturing who we are this season. You understand? You have to step up to yourself like that and get sick of yourself. If you've been speaking to yourself in a way that's just not nourishing for yourself, like what's the point? Like if you're at a low or you're going through some things, why beat yourself up? You're gonna bury yourself into the ground, and then who's gonna have to pick yourself up? You, right? It's nobody else's responsibility. Just like nobody's gonna come and clean your room. And if you do have someone that's gonna clean your room, that's amazing. But like, just like nobody gonna clean your room but you, nobody gonna take care of your mind but you. Nobody gonna take care of your spirit but you. Nobody gonna take care of your body but you. So who's gonna do it? You. And we gotta take care of ourselves. We have to rebuild. It doesn't matter if we were at a place where we were really in love with ourselves and now we're not. It's like, no, we have a new opportunity to build a stronger foundation. And one day may not produce the belief in yourself that you need. 2 days may not produce the love in yourself that you are looking for. 2 weeks may not produce the feeling that you want. But over time, consistently, you build a new foundation, and then you realize you've built a new home for yourself, and you feel real comfortable in your own skin, your home. So cool. I love how that dispenses. Look at this cup. Absolutely beautiful. I have like 100 different teacups, 50 pots. Like, I just spent $500 on like more tea supplies. I take this tea life seriously. Coffee, once in a while, but I feel like coffee is kind of like, I don't know, that stuff's, I don't like it. This is good for the soul. Coffee is like, I don't know, it gets you all jittery and stuff. Here you go though. This is for you. Pour into yourself. Me too. I'm pouring into myself. One thing I'm proud of the foundation that I've built, you know, for me and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd be talking about going to Japan. Again, we've already been twice, but we're like gonna go back, maybe take some classes next summer, further our Japanese studies. But I'm proud of the foundation that I built, that I'm able to do that. You understand? Like, my daughter's almost 16. She's been to Japan twice, going there for her third time already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did that. We have to be able to celebrate ourselves sometimes, because I'm somebody who struggles with that. Cheers. What are you proud of? You have to remind yourself every single day. Remind yourself of some of your past successes and celebrate them. Belief in oneself is crucial. Even if we've failed, who cares? Failure is a necessary ingredient for our foundation. We might as well fail fast and fail forward. But believing in ourselves is crucial, and that is something we have to cultivate. It's not going to just come and swoop us off our feet. No, it actually takes work. It takes effort. What are you doing to believe in yourself, right? I have 3 practices every day: a morning, an afternoon, and an evening. Because in the afternoon, I find that, you know, you might get a little bit tired. Some stuff has happened for the day. I always take a walk. I take a walk and I talk out loud, get my thoughts out, and I exercise and I reaffirm to myself who I am, and we believe in ourselves. This is crucial. If you struggle with that, and if you have a religious or spiritual foundation, ask for more faith. Ask for more understanding. With persistence, I believe we can develop a strong foundation that for the future, we will be able to withstand any storm. The next time we are met with like judgment or criticism or a tough time, we've equipped ourselves with the necessary foundation, the love, the strength, the resilience to move through that with grace, right? Instead of repeating the patterns of going and not believing in ourselves and really just hating on ourselves. Look at the pyramids, you understand? Look how beautifully those were built and how they're still standing to this time. Sometimes we have to realize that, like, hey, we were doing good in a season, but we didn't keep it up. We let go. We stopped going to the gym. We stopped eating right. We stopped taking time for ourselves. We got into a rushful spirit, right? We didn't lean on our community or support. We got distracted. We lost our focus, right? It was us. We stopped loving and nurturing ourselves, and that's okay. We just have to catch ourselves and rebuild. Build strong, and we'll stand strong and tall and forever, just like the pyramids. Cheers one more time. So really, I recommend pick a few things every day that you can stick to. A couple things that really you feel like just support you and nurture yourself. And I don't want to hear nothing about I don't got no time. Oh, I'm busy with work, or I got kids. No. I don't. You have to be militant with it. You have to go on the offense with it, right? You have to make yourself a priority, regardless of everything you have going on, right? Nurture yourself, and you could be there for others in more ways than you can imagine, right? But get up, have a strong routine. Have a little routine on your lunch break that like brings you back to yourself, instead of scrolling TikTok and getting anxiety about the state of the economy. And then close down for the night and have a good routine, right? In the evenings, I like to play my handpan. I like to study Japanese. I like to read a little bit of a book. And I like to have a flower type of herbal tea, right? As soon as I stop letting go of these simple practices and, whatever, what happens? A couple months down the road, a couple weeks down the road, we get back into a negative cycle. Just like if you stop going to the gym and eating right, what happens to your body? Your body's not strong no more, right? So self-love and loving yourself isn't a singular act. It's not something you're just going to do one season and then you're good for the rest of your life. No, it's a continuous effort. And if you need help, lean on your community. If you have a religious or spiritual foundation, ask for it. You understand? God, I'm really struggling in this season to love myself. Please, feed my heart, nurture my heart, show me the way. Give me some grace so I can give myself some grace as well, whatever it may be. Just get used to it and know that you are building it. And know, listen, you lay one brick, you don't have a house yet. You lay 2 bricks, you don't have a house yet. But over time, you end up building a home that feels so warm and so good. And then you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good. Damn, and you creating things, you're like, damn, look at me. You see other people doing their things. You're not jealous or comparing yourself. You just recognize their uniqueness because you're like, listen, I recognize my own uniqueness, right? You're loving yourself. Because I believe self-love is service, right? You love yourself, you know how to pour into others. You pour into others, they pour into you, right? It's a symbiotic relationship. It's beautiful. I hope that tea was good for you.